Here are 5 NFL draft prospects who skyrocketed their stock at the 2025 NFL Combine, brought to you by RotoWire. Could one of these risers be the next first-round pick or a hidden gem steal in the draft? Stay tuned as we dive into the biggest Combine standouts and their performances and what they mean for the 2025 NFL Draft. Number 5, Tai Felton, wide receiver. Now, Felton checked in at 6'1", 183, decent size. We see receivers in the modern NFL do well at this size, but the combine measurables were outstanding. 40-yard dash, 82nd percentile for that size, very good. But what I like better, the explosiveness drills. 88th percentile. He can get off the blocks quickly. That's going to be a big deal at the next level. When we saw him in college, we knew his route running was good, very good hands, and good after the catch. These measurables confirm that well. The weakness is going in. His size, yeah, that's not going to change. He's not a big guy. But again, we see receivers do well in the NFL. It's similar sizes. Strength, that's going to come along with it. Not a big deal. Couldn't track the deep ball extremely well, something that can be worked on. But again, a lot of the NFL is underneath with the 2 high safeties, so it may not make a massive difference anyway. We're projecting that Tai Felton goes, which was the late second, early third round before the combine. I think we're looking late first, early second now. Team to go, New England Patriots. Imagine Drake May with another young receiver. You got Kayshon Boutte developing end of the last year. You bring in Felton. That gives you a nice little duo for Drake May to build for his career. Let's see if that happens. Number 4, tight end, Terrance Ferguson. Now, Ferguson, 6'5", 247. He's a receiver, no doubt about that. And we knew from his college film, he was athletic, reliable hands, good in the red zone. But he didn't look all that fast in college. Well, he was certainly fast at the combine. 100 percentile 40. He runs a 4.63 for a tight end. Not enough. Explosiveness, 91st percentile. This is going to make NFL GMs salivate. Now, blocking, who cares? Not a blocker. In the NFL, we know we have plenty of receiving tight ends, zone-heavy league. This is going to be fine for Terrance Ferguson. Now, Ferguson, prior to the combine, was probably looking like more of a day 3 pick. He moved up a day. We're looking round 2, round 3. Landing spot, I favor the New Orleans Saints. Juwan Johnson's a free agent. Taysom Hill coming off an ACL injury late in the season. Not that he was really a tight end anyway, but I think the Saints need to move forward. This is a great opportunity. Hey, if you enjoy videos like this, like and subscribe to the RotoWire Fantasy Football YouTube channel for more NFL draft analysis, player breakdowns, and fantasy football insights all year long. Also, you can get your free RotoWire 2-day trial. No credit card. Just head on over to rotowire.com/Jim. Check us out. If you like it, join the team. If not, we're just glad you took a look. All right, back to the combined risers. Number 3, running back DJ Giddens checks in at 6 foot 212. Now, he had a really good combine. And weaknesses we saw in college, we thought were his speed. Didn't have a second gear. Agility, didn't look like he was overly agile. Receiving ability, we don't know if that really got solved here. But those got solved in the combine because we saw Giddens, 70th percentile in the 40-yard dash for a 212-pound back. That is a really good total. His explosiveness drills, 89th percentile. But here's the big one, the agility. It was a knock in college. He was still 57th percentile. Not elite, but it was good, solid, above average. That's going to wipe away some concerns. Now, his strengths in college, he had good contact balance. When you hit him, he doesn't go down right away. His vision and patience were outstanding as a runner. That's what you need in the zone. His defense of the NFL today, size and power. At his 6 foot 212, he can hold up to an NFL workload if that's what he's called upon to do. He can pass protect a bit. So this is a guy who could play on 3 rounds. Now, his draft stock, I saw him going as a day 3 pick before the combine. I think he's a day 2 pick, 2nd or 3rd round. Where can he land? The Cleveland Browns. Nick Chubb's a free agent. I can't see them rolling forward with a lot of confidence in Jerome Ford and Pierre Strong. So I do think this is a great, great landing spot for DJ Giddens. All right, number 2, Montrell Johnson Jr., running back. He checks in at 5'11", 212. Again, very good size for the NFL. One of the knocks on him in college was his speed. They didn't think he really had top end speed when people watched him. I watched him, didn't think he was very elusive. Well, here again, the combine really served him well. So Montrell Johnson, 86th percentile in the 40. Blazing. And again, at 212 pounds, not like a small guy. 71st percentile agility. That is really going to help those that were worried about his elusiveness. 51st percentile explosiveness, not great, but certainly good enough off the blocks. His strengths, when we saw him in college, he really was balanced. He can go outside, he can run inside, he can contribute in the passing game. He potentially could play on 3 downs if needed. Contact balance as well. There's another guy. Tough to bring down. Legs move through contact. Durability, he has done well with a decent workload. And he has soft hands. He can be a receiver in the NFL. So now, projected draft round. This guy was looking at an undrafted free agent, maybe a 7th round pick. Montrell Johnson right now, I could see him going in the 5th round after this great showing in the combine. Which team? The Houston Texans. Joe Mixon is flirting with 30 years old. Damian Pierce hasn't really been much of a factor. They really need somebody else in the mix. And it may be just the perfect time for Montrell Johnson to be that player. All right, we are at number 1. Jalen Royals, wide receiver. I'm overly high in this guy. I get it, but look, I'm going to make a little case here. 6 foot 205, so good enough size, no question there. And he runs a 4.42 40. That's not that 4.3, that crazy, but that's a good speed for a 200-pound receiver, 205 to be specific. We knew he was explosive in college. He had good hands, very good route runner. He missed time with injury in college, so that kind of threw people up the scent a little bit. But I could see him. You could use him in the slot, outside. You could create mismatches with this guy. Now, size, yeah, the size isn't great for a traditional outside receiver when he's used there. But again, in today's NFL, that's not a bad size at all. Not very physical. If he gets caught up in press coverage a little bit, that could be something he has to navigate through. But if it's a problem, you can kick him in the slot a little bit more. His yards after the catch weren't necessarily great in college, but sometimes it's a scheme thing. You end up on an NFL team that could utilize that better, and it definitely works out better. So where does Jalen Royals end up? First of all, I think he was previously going to be probably a mid-round pick, like 4th, 5th round. I think at that 4.42 40, I think he goes day 2. I think he's 2nd, 3rd round, maybe closer to the 3rd. The team, the New York Giants, are going to let Darius Slayton walk. They have Malik Neighbors. They need a speed guy. They need a complement across. And I don't know what the quarterback situation is going to be in New York as of this recording. I don't think any of us know, but I think they do have to have an opportunity. Jalen Hyatt didn't work out for them, but I think that this is the one. Jalen Royals will work out with the New York Giants.